do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do.
That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now, he's unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphrey's Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello, my brother from another mother. How you doing? My sister from another mister. Hello, welcome. This is the Rusty Humphreys Rebellion. We are brought to you live here on Right Wing News. You can find the podcast at rustylive.com or on Facebook. It's called the Rusty Humphreys Rebellion. Now, this is the first time I've done it so early. Normally, I do it after 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I've got some stuff with big clients tonight, so I wanted to talk to you before I did, and so we've got a lot going on. Now, first thing I want you to do, before we get... Well, here's the first question. Should Kellyanne Conway hit the highway? I want to get into that story, and I want to get your take. Now, as we get started... the thing that is so very, 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 very important is that you hit the buttons. You give us the thumbs up, the likes, all those things. Comments, because I want to read what you have to say. Let's see here. I'm trying to wait for you to come up and catch up to me here so I can talk to you at the same time as this thing's going on. There we go. Okay, hi, welcome. We got a bunch of people there. And give me the thumbs up. Give me the likes. I want to see from you. Let's see. Brett says, what up, Rusty? Shane is checking in from West Virginia. Mary is saying hello. Brett, totally. And Rebecca is a North Carolina deplorable. Steven's there. Alamo, Texas. Hey, Victor. Rhonda in KCMO. That is Kansas City, Missouri, for those of y'all that don't know. And, okay, Mary M. Brown wants to know, what is Conway accused of and who did it? Good question. Let's go to the computer screen and see what it is we are talking about. Now, let me add this and add that. Here we go. Hi there. How are you? Over here. Okay. So here is the story that is breaking on the Hill today, and let's read it together, shall we? Overheard conversations earns Kellyanne Conway the leaker label. Now, you might say, and it's fair, you might say, well, you know, the liberal press is out to get Kellyanne Conway, and she's been great, and blah, 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 and flippity-flow. Yeah, but here's the thing that all these D.C. guys, and let's be honest, Kellyanne Conway was not a Trump supporter from the beginning. She was on the Ted Cruz campaign, and that's okay. But what I have a real concern with, and I want to know your thought, is all of these people who weren't Trump people at the beginning, and all of a sudden they got their nice, cushy little jobs in the White House, but all of these leaks, the James Comey leaks, and yes, we know he's a leaker. Oh, he's a leaker. We know he's full of crap. But is Kellyanne Conway full of crap? Let's read this together. I want to know from you. By the way, Frank is checking in. Margaret, no fool Comey is. Let's see. Tom says Kellyanne is not the problem. Need to fire the special counsel. That's Tom in St. Petersburg. Alvin's in Ocala, Florida. All right, here's the story. A witness labeled Conway a leaker for talking about conversations with President Trump in an open setting to members of the media. Leakers have been, you can see right here. Leakers have been under fire by Trump in the White House. Trump is besieged by reports based on leaks of his plans and has blasted the media for reporting based on anonymous sources, which he claims are likely fabricated. The witness created an anonymous Twitter feed at Kellyanne Leaks to document Conway's overheard conversations. Politico was the first one to report this. Okay, now... Here's the deal, my friend. And Janice says, nope, she's not the leaker. Okay. Sandra says, I take my like back. You're full of bull. Don't believe this. Okay. Here's the thing I know about Washington, D.C., and I'm not accusing Kellyanne Conway of anything yet. But I do know that somebody very, very close to Donald Trump is causing a lot of problems. And it's not just James Comey. I also know, and reports have been, that Reince Priebus better clean up the White House, and he has till about July 4th to do this, and if not, he's going to be out. Now, the one thing I want to see from Trump is this. Clean it up. Sweep out the White House. There are too many Obama holdovers. There's too many RNC holdovers. There are too many people that are filling the swamp still in the White House and in government, and it is time to get rid of them. That's what I think. Now, again, people go, well, Cookie's saying it's not Kellyanne. Well, here's the first thing I'd do if I'm Trump, and I want to know from you. And by the way, thumbs up, likes, get involved. And I'm going to tell you about a great book coming up in a minute, too. My good friend John Hawkins of Right Wing News has a great book out. It's called 101 Things All Young Adults Should Know. And if you've got a grad, this is the book for them. It's available on Amazon. Go get it. Go get it right now. If you like Right Wing News, you're going to love this because the same guy that made Right Wing News, John Hawkins, is the same guy that wrote that book. So go get that right now. Lickety split, if you would, please. Okay. If I'm Trump, I'm going to call her into the White House. Hey, Kellyanne, how you doing? I'm good, Mr. President. Okay, great. Let's take a little look at some of these little tweets, shall we, Kellyanne? Stuff like, well, she said on Fox and Friends this morning, if I were a great leaker, I'd get a lot better press, don't you think? Part of why I don't leak is because I won't divulge confidential information. I never divulge what the president tells me I never would. Okay, well, that's good. I like seeing that. However, and again, I don't trust these people in D.C. I don't trust any of them. But that's the point. I don't trust any of them. And that includes Kellyanne Conway and Reince Priebus or any of them. Because the way you make your money in Washington, D.C. is being as close to the president as you can be at some point in your career, and then being able to either get him information or take information away from him. That's how you do it in D.C. Again, I'm not making this up. You think I'm lying? Let's see here. Term limits. Brian says, yep, fire them all. I agree with that. Nori does not think that Kellyanne Conway is the leaker. Okay. Well, again, if I'm Trump, I bring her in, I read the tweets, and I say, did you say this? And she says, yes, Mr. President, or no, Mr. President. If she says yes, you're gone. Or if you want to, you can give her one more chance. But this needs to be done with not just Kellyanne Conway, but for all of them. It is time. It is past time. It is more than past time for these people who are out there hurting the President of the United States to stop it. It's enough. Enough. I'm tired of it. Aren't you tired of it? It's gotten to the point where if the president doesn't do something now, his presidency is not going to succeed. And I'm one of the biggest Trump supporters there are. And that's why I'm concerned. Now, he did a pretty good job today. He had his first full cabinet meeting today, and I thought he did a good job. Let's take a look. If you missed it, here's some of the things that the president said today at the cabinet and here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. I'm Rusty Humphries, and let's check it out.
Share with the American people today as we continue to deliver on our promises. Due to a record...
Whoopsie. Something happened there. Let's just hit the button again. I hate it when things happen like that. I'm sorry about that. What in the world?
We have much great news to share with the American people today as we continue to deliver on our promises. Due to a record-long delay in confirmation and the confirmation process by the Senate Democrats, which I call the obstructionists. Maybe they'll change, but I doubt it for a while. But they are truly obstructionists. This is our first cabinet meeting with the entire cabinet present. The confirmation process has been record-setting long, I mean record-setting long, with some of the finest people in our country being delayed and delayed and delayed. Together we're working every day, and we've been working very hard together for our country to protect their safety, bringing back jobs into our country, and putting always America first. If everyone in this room continues to do their jobs, then we can restore American prosperity and make millions and millions of dollars, and we can make for these people and the American dream come true. To make the American dream come true for a lot of people that will not have had that experience without the election results that we had on November 8th. So we're here to change Washington, return power to the people.
Good.
We're here to give people a great shot at a great, great job, and even opening small businesses and employing other people. I look forward to hearing all of the reports from the different people in the room today. We have done, as I said, about as much as anybody ever in a short period of time in the presidency. That's despite tremendous opposition from the other side. We have done something that's very special.
All right, that's President Trump, and you know what? I liked what he said. If you liked what you said, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Give me a hoorah. Let me know what you think. Right now, here on Facebook Live, I believe that Donald Trump is doing a good job. I actually think that what he's trying to do, move business forward, it's good for America. Stopping all of this infighting in Washington, D.C., it's good for America. That's what I want to see. Kevin says you should polygraph and drug test the entire schmear. You are correct. I agree with you 100%. Wade says Kellyanne is my girl. Liberals are always going to try and pick at the next thing. It's called Democrat obstruction. They are creating a diversion from the truth and reality. Okay, that's fair. Mary asks, what is your background? I guess talking about me. Mary, I have been one of the top radio talk show hosts in the country for years. Had the 6th largest show, was heard on about almost 400 radio stations across the country. I have consulted and worked with many top-tier Republican candidates, have gotten many of them elected. I used to work with Mike Pence when he was a radio talk show host. I've known Steve Bannon for a long time. These are all people that I've known and worked with for a long time. Today, I work with VIP people in the media, folks who are trying to get their message clear for the American people, and I only work with conservatives. I'm not going to lose my blessings from the Lord just for a big check from a liberal. I don't do that. I'm trying to make America great again. I actually love that phrase, that sentence. That means something to me. Patriotism means something to me. You want to see something, Mary? You want to know my background? I'll show you my background. Hold on a second. I'll show you something. You see this flag? You see this flag? This bag has not been opened since February 1969, when it draped the coffin of my father who was killed in Vietnam. Is that good enough background for you, Mary? And I'm not saying it because I get angry. You know, again, I'm here every single day. I'm here at an earlier time. It's okay. You want to find out more about me? Go to rustylive.com. Go on iTunes or Stitcher and subscribe to my podcast. Listen to the people that we talk to. I hold power accountable because it has to be done. We aren't doing it in D.C. Right now, I'll tell you what I saw online today, I saw it on Right Wing News. I saw it on Drudge. It made me sick to my stomach. I'm going to show you a video that I believe people need to go to jail for. When you see, listen, I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in art. I believe in the First Amendment. But when you are doing things that suggest the murder of the President of the United States, and Zareed Zakaria, or whoever that hack is on CNN, that guy that steals a whole bunch of material, yeah, look him up again. He came out and said, oh, this was brilliant. And Time Warner, they're helping sponsor this. If you haven't seen this, wait till you see it. It's one of the most disgusting things you'll ever see. I'm going to apologize in advance, but you need to see what the left thinks is okie dokie. This is a play being shown in Central Park right now. I got this clip from Inside Edition. Thank you for allowing me to use it.
It's an actor dressed to look just like President Donald Trump as he's assassinated on stage. Look as his character is stabbed to death. And there's no mistaking the Trump connection. Check out the unbuttoned overcoat and red tie that hangs over his waist. It's a staging of Shakespeare's Julius Caesar that is outraging many. The controversial production is taking place here in New York City's Central Park. The staging is being seen as a direct jab at Trump and the controversial political climate in this country. There are other similarities to Trump. Caesar's wife, Calpurnia, bears a resemblance to First Lady Melania.
Big hands for me!
This is how the assassination scene has usually been done. Julius Caesar repeatedly stabbed by the members of the Roman Senate. In the new version, you see a bloodied Caesar, his white dress shirt soaked in blood. There was mixed reaction about this new twist.
I didn't like that they made this person who looks like Trump get assassinated. It's not a good message.
I don't think it's disrespectful for the president to be murdered on stage.
You're
it's not
an
really
idiot.
The president's theater. Everybody knows it's theater.
You're a dunce. You're a dummy. You're a piece of garbage, you woman. All right, you know what? Enough. I've seen enough. Okay, I want to know from you right now, do you think that has risen to the level of something where somebody needs to be punished, or do you say, hey, you know what, Rusty, it's art, it's freedom of speech, what they did is okay? I would like to read that. I'd like to know what you think right now. Marianne wants to know why this is still being allowed. Tammy asks, it's diabolical for sure. Morris thinks they need to be locked up fast. Ken says, can you imagine somebody doing this, making a play stabbing at Obama? It would not happen. Mary says, I'm sick and tired. It shows how far the left will go. Janice says it's outrageous. Okay, a lot of you are saying punishment. And you know what? If you say punishment right now, I want to see one of those hateful emojis right now. I want to see him go across. If you're mad, I want to see it on Facebook right now. If you're angry, if you think that's wrong, I want to see it right now. Because, again, the folks at Facebook need to see what it is that you think. And when you say, oh, it's just Facebook, it's no big deal. No, there has never been a media outlet like Facebook ever in the history of the world. And we are monitored every second we are on. And I want to know from you your feelings, your thoughts. What is it that you believe should happen? And it is so important that not only do you give the emojis, but that you type a comment. Because every day, every time I come on this show, every time I do a Rusty Humphries Rebellion podcast, or every time I do the podcast live on Facebook Live in conjunction with my friends at Right Wing News, every time our audience needs to grow. And we need to be more engaged. And it's not for me. I mean, hey, first of all, I appreciate it. I certainly will benefit it and help feed my family. And I love it. Thank you. But what's more important is that by doing this, we are going around ABC and NBC and CBS and MSNBC and even Fox. Fox isn't as conservative as they used to be, and you know that. I know that. And then you say, but what about conservative talk radio? The talk radio companies, the companies that own your favorite talk radio station, guys, they're going out of business. Your favorite talk show hosts, they are in a panic right now. How do I know? I was in the business. I know everybody in talk radio. You name somebody in talk radio, unless it's a small person that's not very good, I know them. I probably have their cell phone number. I know them all. I've been in the business 30 years. I had the 6th largest talk show in America. And I'm only telling you this because I understand the business and I understand the messaging and I understand what needs to happen. And unfortunately, a lot of my brothers in talk radio don't understand the importance of what we are doing right here. And so that's why I need you. You need to help me And together, we can help spread the conservative message, the truth. No more fake news. We're going to expose it here every single day. All right. Marianne says, everything that's going on is the devil's doing. I don't disagree with you. I don't. Belinda says, don't buy for sponsors and call them with your thoughts. It's all pure trash. 2 sponsors backed out. You know what? Oh, I did see there is a... Where is it? Oh, I have a list of the sponsors that backed out. One of the things that happened, I don't know if you know this, is as soon as people started getting upset, the sponsors, the company who did the play, the public, it's called the Public Theater Company of New York, they cleared off their website of sponsors. And so, fortunately for you, I have that list. And I am going to paste it onto this video, and you'll see it at the top of the video when the show's over, okay? And I'm going to give you their phone numbers, and I'm going to tell you who to call, and you can make a difference. Don't let them get away with it. Don't. Just like Belinda said, don't buy from their sponsors. Call them with your thoughts. You know, again, Time Warner's a part of that. Who does Time Warner own? They own CNN. This goes far and wide, my friends. Gary says a rodeo clown was taken off the circuit for wearing an Obama mask. So where does this entertainment and watching people die? Cindy joined. Thank you very much. By the way, another thing that really helps is if you not only hit the emojis and also make your comments, but if you share this video. Like I said, I'm doing this one a little bit early, so a lot of the normal audience is probably not going to see this, but if you share this and you let other people see it, they are going to understand that this is the truth, and we want you here. Again, we're going to try to do the show pretty much every day. 9 is fine on the East. 6, you'll get your fix on the West. Today, it's early, but thank you very much. So please share it, and I will try to thank you for doing it as well. Mary Ann, let's see here. Iona says, we should do an America's Most Wanted list with the pictures and captions of what they've done. Jay says, liberals are desperate. Anthony says, I believe any form of art that depicts the killing or maiming of the sitting president of the United States should be investigated, and if intent is proven, then by all means let them be punished, whether it is imprisonment or fines or both. Cindy says, it's wrong. It's so wrong. Too much hate. What's wrong with people? You know what it is, Cindy? I believe that we have watched in our lifetime. I'm 51 years old. I'll be 52. And I've seen this happen in my lifetime. You know, starting in the late 60s. And then You're Free to Be You and Me. Remember that one, Margot Thomas? It's all right to cry. Crying gets the sad out of you. It's all right to cry. It might make you feel better. The great Rosie Greer. And it all sounded good. All these shows that we watched on television, all these little messages we were told. Then it was the killer bees. Remember that? Oh, killer bees are going to come and they're going to destroy all of us. We're all going to die. Remember that. Then it was global cooling, global warming, AIDS. And what happened is the left started seeing that the more you could frighten people, fear writes checks. Number one, fear is where you make your money. That's why when you see emails go out, it'll be the worst thing possible. Obama's coming back. Unless you give us $500 right now, Obama could come back and take over the world. You'll see something silly. They do it on the right, they do it on the left. It's wrong. Again, that's why in my business, I'm trying to teach proper persuasion, honesty, teaching the truth, getting messaging out there so that people can understand it and that it can persuade them and move them, but not lie to them. I don't like it when they do it on the right or the left. That's why here you'll hear me tell the truth. I might make a mistake every once in a while. That happens. That's not fake. That's a mistake. But it doesn't happen very often. Let's see here. Sam says an eye for an eye. Let's go after them, teach them a lesson in respect. It's coming to this, and believe me. Sam, I don't want to get into the realm of the physical. I don't want to start hurting people. That's not right. Anthony shared this. Thank you very much. Luana shared the video. Thank you. Suzanne says liberals are running scared. They are. Again, that's what I was talking about. They've done all these things since the 60s, and they've been very, very positive. They've had very good movement in their progressive messages. They've been very progressive. Even though their messages are regressive, they want to take us backwards into things that don't work. That's the thing. If communism worked and America would be better for it, I'd support it, or socialism, or whatever ism you have. The problem is they don't work. And it's been tried time and time and time and time again, and the left never learns their lessons. I don't know about you, I tend to like to learn my lessons. Speaking of lessons learned, you ever have arthritis pain? Sometimes I don't have arthritis, but I do have pain that hurts. Sometimes I do have back pain. And Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream and Australian Dream Back Pain Relief Cream, they're great products. I know people go, oh man, it's a commercial. How dare you do that? Listen, guys, very quickly, how do you think we pay for this stuff? How do you think we feed our families? Why not support groups and products that support the same thing that you do? So do yourself a favor, go to any Walmart, Walgreens, any great retailer. They've got it in the store. Australian Dream doesn't burn, doesn't smell, it's not greasy, it's a great product, and you're going to like it, and you're going to help a great company. So go do that, would you please, okay? Now, Facebook. Let's see here. Robert says, Facebook won't let me see what I want. If I click on something controversial, it stops. Interesting. Cindy says, liberals are so full of hate. Why are they so evil? I'll tell you one other thing. I was talking to a good friend of mine, Evan Sayet. Evan Sayet was a liberal, and he's a comic, and he was a New York City liberal Jewish guy. And on 9/11, he saw the towers come down, and on 9/12, he couldn't believe that the left was out there saying negative things about America and about Bush, and he started to realize that, it's a mental problem. And what he said, and this is one of the best comments I've ever heard on it, the best way to describe the differences between liberals and conservatives. A conservative, we think that liberals are stupid. We think that their beliefs are wrong. But the thing is that you don't hate, you can get along with stupid. You can feel sorry for them. You just maybe don't trust them running your country, but hey, stupid's okay. Liberals think of conservatives as evil. And to them, evil must be stopped. And no matter what it is you believe in, this was before Donald Trump, but with Donald Trump, it's gone into overdrive. And part of the reason why, and it's not your leftist friends that hate Donald Trump so much, what's going on with them is they've been manipulated so much by the mainstream media, and they don't even know why. I hate Donald Trump. Yeah, well, did you watch The Apprentice? Well, yeah, I kind of like that show. Or today, oh, nobody ever watched that show. Really? It was the number one show for like 10 years. So what happened? What has happened is that the left, with the help of their buddies in the mainstream media, they're so afraid that Donald Trump, and even a lot on the Republican side, they're so afraid that Donald Trump is going to do what he says he's going to do. And if he drains the swamp, and if he stops all of this theft that goes on in Washington, D.C., it hurts them. The only people it's good for is the American people. It hurts the elites. They can't stand it. So they're doing everything they can to stop him. Let's see. Cool says, God, you're fat. Why, thank you. See, that's all you got, Cool, isn't it? And by the way, this is not fat, just so you know. This is storable goods left over from the Obama administration. I was pretty sure that he was going to break the country, and so I got storable goods. I stored them up for 8 years. I'm safe for a while. Let's see. John says, apparently a large amount of our society has been and is being brainwashed. Yep. Carol says, if we could just hang on, they'll destroy themselves. But how much violence are or can we put up with? Jock says, Jackie says, this is the craziest thing. I was born during the JFK era. This is the craziest thing. Our president can't get respect. Anyway, Kevin has shared the video. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Anyway, liberals in D.C. are finally being exposed. And you know what, Suzanne? It's not just liberals on the left. It's liberals on the right, too. And they are the ones inside that are doing everything they can to destroy Donald Trump. Now, here, I want to show you something, and there is a little bit of bad language in it. And the only reason I want to show it to you is because this bad language is, again, out there, being put out there by the left. And all they can do, it's just like this idiot that's the troll on the site right now. And it's okay, you can be a troll. Nobody's going to pay attention to you. You're a sad human being. I mean, it's sad when cousins marry. And we're just going to sit there and laugh at you, and it's okay. But this video that is out is by the former president of Mexico. And I'm not going to play the whole thing because I really can't, because his language gets worse and worse and worse. But I want you to see, why is it that the Mexican president, former Mexican president, Vicente Fox, why is he echoing the left in America? Why would the left in America be hand in hand, in lockstep, with a liberal politician in the country of Mexico where they can't seem to get anything right? Let's be honest, Mexico is one of the wealthiest countries in the world. But somehow it's not getting to the people. It's because it's a liberal socialist country. And only the people at the top get money. It rarely trickles down. Crime is rampant. You got to be quite the criminal to become president of that country. But let's take a look at what this guy had to say in a little message to Donald Trump. Here we go.
Not pay for the fucking wall.
Got to start right off with the cussing.
Hola, Donald. It is me, Vicente, coming to you from Mexico, where the best taco balls are made. Actually, these are shit. They are not even Mexican. Why is the ball made out of tortilla? Just eat a fucking taco.
Okay, all right. I'm going to stop it just for 1 second. We'll come back in just a second. But here's my question. So a guy who is the former president of his country, right, thinks that it's okay to go off and swear like that on a video? Can you imagine George W. Bush doing that? Or Bush Sr. or even Clinton? I can't even imagine Clinton doing this. That's what kind of a piece of garbage Vicente Fox is. And he's not just going to cuss once or twice. He keeps going. Let's watch more of this piece of garbage. And again, my question is why is it that he agrees with the American left, and why does the left agree with him? This is a socialist failed leader in Mexico. Huh, interesting. Continue.
President of Mexico, I want to speak directly to you, the current president of the Electoral College of the United States, because we need to get something straight between our two countries.
Okay, again, I'm going to just stop it for a second. He's the president of the Electoral College. Again, I don't know which leftist wrote this, if it was Michael Moore or if George Soros himself paid for it. But how do you get a former president of any country to come out and swear like this and do the talking points? I mean, is it me, or is this is really embarrassing for him? Really embarrassing. Continue.
And it isn't going to be a fucking wall. Donald, under no circumstances will we pay for this stupid, useless, racist monument. I know when you came up with the idea, all the experts thought it would work. But the bad hombres have gotten more sophisticated since then. They are even sharing plans on the internet. Look at this schematic I downloaded from the dark web. It is a ladder, Einstein. You're going to build a $25 billion wall that can be defeated by a $25 ladder?
Okay, dumbass. And I'm going to say it. He's a dumbass. All right, dumbass. Here's my question. So you don't have a wall around your house? Vincey? Vincey, you got a wall around your house? You don't well, golly, jeepers. Why don't we get ladders there? And by the way, I've been to the wall. I was at the border just the other day. It's a big wall. You're not going to carry around some big old $25, $50, it's not $25 ladder. See, that tells you something else. Look at this. He says, oh, it's a $25 ladder. You bought a ladder lately, Vince? Ladders are like $80, $100. And something that tall? Ha! I bet you $400 or $500. What a dumbass. Seriously. You know what? I'm going to play just a couple more moments because he's going to embarrass himself a little bit more, and then I'm going to move on. But I wanted you to see this.
Be honest, Donald. This wall isn't going to stop anyone who really wants to cross the border.
Good. Then I'll tell you what, Vince. We'll build the wall, and if it didn't stop anybody, that's on us. Right? We'll just build it for our own fun. And yeah, you will pay for it. Well, no, we're not. All we'll do is we'll tax all the remittances. See, what happens is all these people that come here to work on your lawns and all the jobs they get, a lot of the jobs that they take from, kids who are trying to get summer jobs, things like that, McDonald's, Taco Bell, other fast food restaurants. What they do is they take money and they get supplemented by our taxpayer dollars because they usually have an anchor baby. And then they send money back home, and they do it via a wire transfer. Well, all we'll do is we'll do a 50% tax on a wire transfer to the Central America. Let's see how that works out for you, Vince. Huh? How would you like them apples? How would you like them tamales? Let's see. Claire has a good question. Hey, Vincey, why do you in Mexico have a wall on your southern border, huh? Yeah, it is amazing how everybody in the world wants to rip off America, and that's A-okay, but if we want to stand up for ourselves, you're a racist. No, Vince, you're the racist. You lefties, you're the racists. I saw something else today.
It is just going to make your country weaker.
Goodbye. No,
and
the only thing weaker is
and
you.
less respected.
Yeah, shut up. I'm trying to hang up on him. Dummy. I saw a thing today. I'm see if I can bring it up on Facebook that is being. I'm sorry, I have to do it all myself. I'm what is called a solopreneur. The business is running, but I got to do all the work myself. It's okay. Anyway, I saw this video that a friend of mine sent me. Let's see if I can bring it up. Is this it? No. Oh, darn it. Where'd it go? Is this it? Sorry. Anyway, it is okay. The headline on this one is Barack Obama. Here, Barack Obama is trying to get this video silenced. He doesn't want you to watch it. Now, I don't know how much it's Barack Obama. But I do want to show you this video because, and I'm just going to play about a minute of it because it's all you need to see. It is, let me fast forward because this is boring. It's in Athens, Greece. People are coming off the boats. These are all the lovely refugees.
Germany is facing a drastic number of refugees by the end of 2015, believed to be in the region of 1.5 million.
It is not quite on a biblical scale, but an exodus it certainly is. Migrants who've been trapped at the railway station in Budapest now deciding to walk the hundreds of miles to Germany and what they see as the promised land.
Okay, well, just for a second here. How many times have you seen that on the mainstream media? I just keep hearing, oh, these poor people. These poor refugees from Syria, and we probably caused that one too because we went in there and supported Bashar or supported the other people. I mean, it's such a mess there. And I want you, let's see here. I want you to see more of this because, again, I want you to take a couple of quick looks. Number one, I want you to look at how many families are there. Women with young children. Because that's all I keep hearing in the mainstream media. Oh, these poor children, they're going to be dead if we don't do something for them. I don't see any kids. I see young men. And I see young men that don't care about anybody but themselves or acting like soldiers who want to take over a land that is not Islam. And remember one thing about Islam. They believe that any land that has ever been under Islamic territory is forever in Islamic territory. And so don't fool yourself. This is an invasion. This is an attempt to spread Islam into Europe. Let me continue, and you tell me what you think. Here we go.
The other side of this tragedy is how it will change Europe. Non-Western migrants had already been flooding into Europe for decades. Leaders refused to stop it.
We are afraid. We are in danger every day.
Okay, I want you to look very closely. I want you to look for the women and children. Look for women and children. You're not going to see any.
Every minute, they're coming inside the police. They want to kill each other. You have to do something. Someone has to protect us. They are in our house. We are the victims. We are not them. We have to live like before. We have to live our life. They took it for us. We're not in war. They are. They have to take them from here. It's a city. It's not a place for people like them.
ولكنهم فقدوا إخصابهم ويبحثون عن إخصاب عندنا ننجب منهم لأننا سوف.
We shall give them fertility. I mean, don't tell me this isn't part of the plan. We will breed children with them. Again, this is the plan. This is what they're trying to do. And again, if I step up and say, hey, this is wrong, man. This is wrong. Oh, you're a racist, Rusty Humphreys. I am no racist. I'm just somebody that sees that I believe that we have a right to have Western civilization. We have a right to our culture. Germany has a right to their culture. France has a right to their culture. Saudi Arabia got a right to their culture. Multiculturalism has not worked. So why is it that we're being forced in the West to welcome with open arms and sit back and take it? Look at this. Throwing things, running, breaking, tearing things down. Money. Wants money. I want money too. Look at this, flipping off people, running through the gates. Again, all young men under the age of 35. Look, all of them. Look again, all of them, young men under the age of 30. 18 to 30. Look at the route they're taking from southern Africa all the way up. Riots, beatings, profanity, stealing, burning things, hitting reporters. And this is what they want us to take in America? This is what the left is looking forward to? Look at the rocks. Again, do you see any kids? Where are the women and children? Yeah, I don't see them. I see a lot of adults. A lot of young teenage men. Early 20s men. What do we call those? We call those warriors, fighters, mercenaries. But, again, we're supposed to ignore that. Pay no attention. Pay no attention. All right. You've seen enough. There's plenty more where that came from, but I think that's plenty for me for the day. I want to tell you to do a couple other things, if you would. A couple of friends of mine have a great podcast. It's called Blunt Force Truth. You can find that online. Do you remember Chuck Woolery? Chuck Woolery was in did the Love Connection. He hosts Blunt Force Truth with my other good friend Mark Young. They do a great job. You can find Blunt Force Truth online at bluntforcetruth.com. Another place that you need to go is go check out another great sponsor of mine. It's called Wax RX. If you're like me and you have itchy ears or earwax, it gets plugged up, and sometimes you get hearing loss. It's a lot of times it's from stubborn earwax, and you need a real solution. And drugstore remedies, they don't work. I know it. I've tried them all. They are terrible. I've always had to go to the doctor, but now there's a product that's called Wax RX. It's an ear wash system, works safely when other products don't. It's safe, it's easy, it's gentle to use. Go to waxrx.com. It's waxrx.com. Why pay for the doctor when you can order Wax RX and use the professional approach for clean, healthy ears at home, and you will very much appreciate that, okay? It's also a phone number for Wax RX. It's 800-719-6234. 800-719-6234. Let's see. Let me read a few more of your comments. And some comments here. I don't read comments about things that are physical. I don't talk about killing or beating or any of that stuff. I don't think it's right. I would be, it's wrong when they do it. It's wrong when we do it. Robert, thank you very much for sharing the video. Brenda says lock and load. Iona says they have a jihadist camp in my county, York County, South Carolina. I'm sorry about that. Belinda, thank you for the RX information. We'll try it. You really should, Belinda. It's a great product, number one, but they're supporting good people like this show, and it's so important that you support them, okay? Jared says we can't rely on the government. You are right. John says it's time to wake up America. All true. Okay. Mark says, I am not sympathetic or tolerant of this. If they want to destroy the Western way of living, then they need to be eradicated from the face of the planet. See, that's where it goes too far, but I don't know what else to say, I'll be honest. The first thing, and again, the Trump's travel ban. Oh no, it's the worst thing in the world. No, we have a right and a responsibility to our children to make sure that they have a country and to wake up in, and that it's not just to turn over to a bunch of crazies who want to take over. And believe me, that's what they want. I mean, I can show you more and more of this video. It's nuts. It is nuts. Do you want to see a little bit more of the video? If you give me some thumbs up, I'll play another minute of it. Give me, because I got to get going. I got a client I got to meet. If you give me some thumbs ups. Oh, did I freeze? There we go. All right, if you want to see a little bit more of the video, I will play it. Okay, there. I want to see more. I want to see more thumbs ups and hearts because I like them. I like them. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Let's play it. Just another minute or two. It's here we go. This is I think this is one of the imams. Those are always interesting. Here we go.
Nazi. This footage of the Revolutionary Front smashing the home of a suspected fascist is one of the many attacks they film and publish on the internet.
Wenn diese Werte nicht vertritt, der kann jederzeit dieses Land verlassen, wenn er nicht einverstanden ist. Das ist die Freiheit eines jeden Deutschen.
Wir müssen uns gegen die Nazis stellen. Schon aufgrund unserer Geschichte zwischen 1933 und 1945 sind wir verpflichtet, Flüchtlinge anständig zu behandeln. Und dann gibt es ja noch was. Jedes Jahr sterben mehr Deutsche als geboren werden. Das liegt zum Glück daran, dass die Nazis sich auch nicht besonders vervielfältigen. Und schon deshalb...
All right, so what they're suggesting is if you don't agree with them, you're a Nazi in Germany. If you don't want to have more refugees in, you're a Nazi. This alone is why we are so dependent on immigrants from foreign countries, he says.
Wir auf Zuwanderer aus anderen Ländern angewiesen.
It doesn't matter if Sweden's immigration model is failing miserably.
If a stranger, a Swede, comes to Rosengard, he does not dare to look into someone's eyes. They'll ask, what are you looking at? Beat him and run away. Once they caught a Swede, they cut off his ear. They smashed his car and told him, get out of here now.
If test scores in Swedish schools are plummeting, or if crime in some areas has skyrocketed.
I hope all of them, and everyone else across Britain, will reflect on the universal values that Ramadan represents, and the contribution that British Muslims make to our country.
Okay, I got to stop you right there. I got to tell you, I told this story if you haven't seen me before. I went to the London Central Mosque a couple of years ago. It was absolutely frightening. They told me that that Tony Blair needed to die, the Queen needed the death penalty, that there was no way that Christians and Muslims could get along. I mean, this is insane. It's like they don't even listen. The problem with what's going on in the West is we have these Islamists saying, yeah, we're going to kill you. Yeah, we're going to take over. Yes, we're going to breed as many kids as we can, and we're going to take over your culture, and you're going to bow down to us, and if you don't, we'll kill you. If you don't pay the tax, we'll kill you. If you don't convert, we'll kill you. And in the West, they go, oh, they don't mean it. Oh, they're just kidding. They're just funning around. They're not kidding. They're not kidding. They're not kidding. I just can't yell it loud enough. They're not kidding. Gary, thank you. Gary says, keep talking, I'll keep watching. Love what you're doing here. Thank you. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. I wish it wasn't true. That's the thing. Part of me wishes that liberalism worked. Sitting around holding hands, singing We Are the World, and the world would be a great place if we all just shared money and we'd all get along. The problem is that you've got people like this that you're dealing with who want to destroy you, who want to destroy everything that you have, who want to take what you have, kill you, kill your children. They don't care about your lives. You mean nothing to them. Why is this so hard for people to understand? Okay. Well, obviously I have lost you. People have signed out. I guess I've been too forceful in telling the truth. Well, that's okay. If I have to be this, if I have to tell the truth and have just me and you watch and nobody else, I'll still do it. Because I am not going to allow our country to be taken over, for Western civilization to be taken over. I'm not going to do it without a fight. I am not giving up. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Before I let you go, I have one more sponsor I want to tell you about. It is a great company. It is called, if you have a business and you're trying to get Facebook ads, and Facebook ads are difficult, or ads on Twitter, anything online, you're trying to do it the right way in a reasonable way. If you go to AdZombies.com, that's right, it's called AdZombies. They breathe life back into your advertising, and they do a great job. And they have a flat rate, it's $44 an ad. Go see what they can do for you, and at checkout, if you type in my name, which is Rusty, you will get 20% off. Come on, what more do you want there? Okay, so again, it is AdZombies. Type in my name, Rusty, which you can see right there, Rusty. My website is rustylive.com, and one other thing in that is, this is again probably for about 1% of the audience, but I have a business, and people are asking me more and more about it, so I'll tell you, I work with VIP businesses who want to get their message out and do it in a way that is effective, that is persuasive, and that's honest. And whether you have that business or you want to become the next talking head or celebrity, that's what I do, and I can help. Just go to my website. That's rustylive.com, rustylive.com, and you can check all that out. Also, I've got a podcast. It's called The Rusty Humphreys Rebellion, and if you would go there, just go to iTunes and subscribe. Please subscribe. And again, this video is important. We have to get it out to as many people. Please share this video on your page. I will be back tomorrow. Again, 9 in the East. 9, it's fine. 6 in the West. Get your fix at 6. I'm early today, but I want to thank you very much. I want to thank my sponsors, Blunt Force Truth, or go check them out. They are wonderful, wonderful people, and I can't thank them enough if you go check them out. If you'd also go check out this great book by John Hawkins, 101 Things That All Adults Should Know. It is a great book, and it is a perfect book for grads. Also, Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream, Walmart, Walgreens, any great retailer, you can get it, and you will be very glad you did. And Wax RX, it is doctor preferred. It is a ear wash system that can clean out your ears, and you will have a greater comfort, fewer ear problems, and better hearing. All I know is it worked for me. I believe it will work for you. That's it. Thank you so, so very much for being here. I want to thank my good friends at Right Wing News. Let's give them a little plug. Where's the Right Wing? Here we go. Oh, there's the Right Wing News logo. There. I want you to see the Right Wing News logo because they're nice people. There we go. John Hawkins is awesome. Tiffany, great. Right Wing News is awesome. My website, again, please go there. It is rustylive.com. rustylive.com. And my wonderful, wonderful podcast is the Rusty Humphreys Rebellion. Thank you so very much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I really, really do. May God bless you, and may God bless America. Thank you so much for checking us out and being a part of this. This is the Rusty Humphreys Rebellion. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Why are you still here, man? I told you the broadcast has ended. I've even got the words right up there. Show's ended. Okay. Well, I can talk to you for another couple seconds. I'm going to have some cool giveaways on my website, rustylive.com. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Still trying to find out something cool to give away. Will you sign up for my newsletter too? That'd be cool. Anything else? I can't think of anything. I will read all your comments though, but I'm getting ready to leave. What do I share for dinner? I'm in a barbecue mode. Although I'm always in a barbecue mood. Nothing beats good brisket. Baby. Yeah, I might get some brisket tonight. Hamburger? Nah. I think we get brisket. I mean, you're really still here. I can't believe it. But I appreciate it. I mean, do-do-be-do. Okay, I'm leaving now. Thank you. Bye. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye-bye. I really appreciate you. I do. I'm not even making that up. I really do. I like you.